I'm Saeed Jones, and I'm from Memphis, Tennessee. I always try to make a point that, yeah, I'm from the South and I'm gay and I grew up and I'm okay, and it wasn't horrible. I finally came out to my mom my freshman year of college, and that did make me really nervous because you're like, I think she would be cool, but what if she isn't, and what if she isn't okay with it, then it's really going to impact the way I view our relationship. So that's what made me nervous. I gotten a postcard from a friend that had a picture of me that said, not even his clothes are in the closet anymore. As if they'd ever been. And I thought it was really funny. So that's kind of what I told her about, like, oh, this is so funny, and not even my clothes are in the closet. And she was like, what's that mean? Was the first thing she said. And I was like, my clothes aren't in the closet, like, I'm not in the closet. and so my awkwardness was really getting in the way of me giving her like information she needed. And she was like, what are you trying to tell me? And I was like, I'm, gay. And she was like, how long has this been going on? And I was like, a while. She was like, how long have you known? And I was like, a while. She was quiet on the phone. Now I'm getting nervous. And standing in the middle of like campus lawn. And she goes, well, have you had an experience? I said, what? She said, an experience. I said, a what? And she's like, an experience. I was like, are you always gonna call it that? He was like, have you had one? I was like, yes. And she was like, have you worn a condom? I was like, yes. And she was like, okay, I gotta go. And that was the end of the conversation. And at first I was just like, yeah, and I went and told my friends, I was like, I just came out to my mom, and and it was cool, and she didn't like hurl obscenities at me, or it was fine. And then instantly I freaked out, like once I thought about it, because I was awkward, but also I realized I felt like I was being very nonchalant, doing it over the phone, and so I felt really bad instantly, because my first reaction was that, like, I hadn't really considered what this meant for her. What does it mean to find out that your son is gay? Not that it's a negative thing, but that's new. It's something to take in as a parent. So I was really concerned, and she called me back, and she was like, when we talked earlier, it was a lot to take in, and I needed to sit down, but I'm okay, and I just wanted to say that I love you, and I forgot to say, yeah, it was really sweet. And she was like, I forgot to say I love you, and I love you. And and this is a Buddhist idea, the idea of creating value. It's called soka. And she was like, you sound happy, and that's what matters. And she was like, as long as you're creating value, and if this is what it is, then do it. And of course that was like exactly what I needed to hear, and then I got all emotional.